What's going on, blurs, nerds, and everybody in between? It's your boy Wyatt, and we are here with another episode of With the BS. And today we are talking about, there's been a lot of trailers that come out. So we want to go ahead and rather than taking 5 minutes here to talk about this trailer, 5 minutes there, we decided to go ahead, group them all together, talk about what we like, what we didn't like, and we're going to go ahead and see what happens from there. So first person, the traveling nomad podcaster of my group. It's Nick. How you doing today?
What's going on, bro? How you doing, Stokes? Good to be back on.
Man, it's been a long time, but we missed you. Glad to have you. And then we got like the new day of podcasting. One third of the host of Things People Don't Say podcast. We got Marcus in the group. What's going on, man?
What is up, Stokes? What's going on, man? I'm happy to be back. How y'all doing?
Man, can't complain. Just making it through another day. So that's all we can ask for, though. So before we get started, Marcus, since the last time we talked, you've added a new addition to your family. So congratulations.
Thank you much. Yes, I have, man. It's starting over again. It's number 3, so I think this should be it.
He lying. He got.
You gonna go for a girl? You gonna go for a girl? You gonna have a little?
As much as I would love a little beautiful girl, I don't unless God Himself come down and be like, "This your girl. This you. I got you." I can't do it no more. This it.
Man, I'm telling you. So, well, once again, everybody here from the BS wanted to say congratulations.
Thank you guys. Thank you.
So we're gonna get down to business, brass tacks, as they say. So we had a couple of trailers that dropped. The first one that we're gonna go ahead and talk about is the new Spider-Man trailer. It had a lot of different things. I like the fact that it didn't tell us everything. You know what I mean? Because with Marvel, that's my one gripe that I've really had with them is like, the whole movie within the 2 minutes that they give you of the trailer. But Nick, how'd you feel about it?
I think by far, out of all the trailers that we were reviewing today, this one was probably the most action-packed, most anticipated, I think, of the 3, in my opinion. I think based off the trailer, they're giving us a lot of what we want, especially like with Green Goblin and the addition of bringing back of some more people. You know what I'm saying? I think they're going to do a really great job with it. Is there really, and I'm asking this question, is there really any other like immediate movie that's kind of like contending with it when it comes out? Because I feel like it's going to do well because I feel like it's a primary focal point right now for Marvel within itself. I feel like they don't have anything major immediately, you know what I'm saying, of importance besides Spider-Man. Like, am I wrong with that? Is it something? I know, of course, Eternals and stuff is coming up, but I'm talking about like immediately, you know what I'm saying?
Well, see, the thing is, when Marvel movies come out, like people just kind of get out the way. They be like, we're not gonna put nothing out there.
True, that's true. Yeah, you are right about that. Yeah.
So yeah, they kind of clear a path for them. Just be like, listen, we too much.
Right. You right. But yeah, just to make a long story short, I really like it, man. Look like it's gonna be dope visuals. Of course, another big Marvel budget. So we're gonna get that look like a crazy budget, man. So we're gonna get a lot out of it. I can't wait to see it.
Yeah. Well, I'm trying to take a look here while you talk about that to see if there was anything kind of close to that one.
Nothing really, you know what I'm saying? We got Hawkeye coming up. You know what I'm saying? Shang-Chi just dropped. You found something?
Yeah, well, we're gonna talk about what's close to it, but I want to get Marcus's 2 cents if you got a second, Marcus.
Got you.
Oh yes, definitely. As far as Spider-Man, I'm excited for it. Like I said, to be honest with you, I was excited for all the Marvel movies from Shang-Chi to Eternals. I'm really excited for Eternals. It's the only reason is because I know not a lot, but I know a good bit about the Eternals and what it could lead to. So I'm excited for that, but I'm definitely excited to see them bring back, especially Toby. And my personal favorite Spider-Man is Andrew Garfield. He was a great Spider-Man. So if all of them come back, so if all of them coming back, and then Doc Ock, just in that preview of seeing him saying, "Hey Peter," that right there, it just leads to so much excitement.
Yeah.
So I'm excited for all of it.
Yeah. And then kind of the news as far as that's concerned, Andrew Garfield has still said that he is not in this movie. I just wish he would stop lying to us, man. Just go ahead and be like, but like I guess he's trying to hold on as long as he can.
He's trying to keep it on the wraps.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. What if they use this quick interjection? What if they use this moment and they really don't put him in the movie and they use it to like propel maybe like a Gwen Stacy or something or somebody like that, another character, you know what I'm saying, in the Spider-Man universe?
I mean, it can happen, man. Like
that would shock everybody. You know, that's something expected, especially introduce like Spider-Gwen.
Yeah,
that would be pretty dope.
That'd be dope. Yeah, because we anticipating one thing and completely go the other direction. Shock value for sure.
Yeah, bring Emma Stone and have her as Spider-Gwen.
That'd be dope.
Ooh, yeah.
They did it with Pepper and Endgame.
Mm-hmm.
Just threw her in her suit.
It's just like, hey, make it happen, Captain. So
make it happen. Yeah.
So the next one, rapid fire, the one that's close to Spider-Man is actually the Matrix Resurrections. That one comes out in theaters, also on HBO Max the next week on December the 22nd. So Spider-Man comes out December 17th. Spider-Man or the Matrix Resurrections, comes out the 22nd. So less than a week later. So
that's a lot of money at the box office in 2 weeks. That's a lot of money.
Hey, aren't you glad we're not working at the movie theater so long?
Oh my God, bro. I was just about to say that. Like, I'm so glad because we would have been dying until 3 in the morning.
And then we had a weak ass pizza, like, oh, we really appreciate you working with us.
Right. And by the time you realize the pizza is in there, it done been in there for 2 hours and they done picked through it. They got gnats on it. Man.
All bad. So what'd y'all think about the trailer?
Go ahead, Mark.
I liked it. I'm interested to see the story they're going to tell with it because if you notice from the trailer, just real quick, they're back in the Matrix. Like Trinity's alive, Neo's alive. Like and we got a whole different Morpheus. Like I'm excited to see the story they're going to tell.
Yeah, that black guy really been taking over, man. He been in a lot of stuff. I don't know his name. He's Yahya Some McKean Jr. I've noticed him when he was in because he played one of my favorite villains in the DC side, Black Manta in Aquaman. Like and I see they really digging him on that DC side, I believe, because you remember he played Dr. Manhattan.
He was also Dr. Manhattan, yes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, played Dr. Manhattan. And now he has a big role like this. Ain't no telling what else we're gonna see him in, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Nick, how did you feel about it?
I was super stoked. Matrix is one of my favorite trilogies, hands down, one of my favorite movies. I mean, it's like everybody's low-key favorite who really like appreciate movies. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't say it's your favorite, but you just like it. You know what I'm saying? And then I'm really interested to see, because the question was, when it stopped. Remember they asked like, if Matrix were to come back, what else could he possibly do? You know what I'm saying? Like, what else? What are you going to do now? So now I like how it seems in the trailer like they're kind of play it as if he's forgotten totally who he is. Maybe it's a thing of him being separated from the Matrix so long. And I saw he was taking the blue pill. You know what I'm saying? Maybe, you know what I'm saying? He's been suppressing himself, or maybe it's some type of plot twist. But either way, it's going to be very interesting to see this movie. Like, I would have liked to see Lawrence Fishburne again. Not gonna lie. I mean, for the stake in nostalgia that he is Morpheus, that's his role. But I think the other guy, he's going to do a great job as well.
And who's to say that it's the same Morpheus from the stories? That's
in the Matrix content. That's very true, bro.
Yeah. So like, I'm concerned. Well, I'm not concerned. I just want to make sure that it's just not watered down, because like the Matrix, you know, beforehand was in your face. You know what I mean? I'm not concerned about the action scene because Keanu Reeves is always going to come with it. But
Always.
I'm concerned about like the storyline and the plot, and seeing what they can do from there. Yeah, because like I watched The Matrix, all three of them, because I work from home, so I just had it playing in the background. So like I was thinking maybe it's like, what was you remember Tank's sister who stayed and she was shooting the little rocket launchers things? What if it's, you know, what if that Morpheus is just like those two people, the guy that played the dude in Oz, the wheelchair dude?
Mm-hmm.
And
I know you're talking about.
Yeah, what if those two? What if that's the new Morpheus? Because then after that, they had a really strong faith in Neo, and then they passed it on to their kid, and then he takes on the name of Morpheus, and is more of a title rather than a name.
Bro, I'm sorry, that's super intelligent, bro. Go ahead, Mark. I ain't never even think of that, dog.
I was thinking that as well. Like, okay, so they got, you know, you saw him when you see him in the preview. It's like, okay, it's got to be the new Morpheus. So I'm just thinking, what if we got a, you know, instead of like say the old Morpheus passed away and somebody else took up the mantle of Morpheus or whatever the case may be. That's what I was thinking earlier when I was rewatching the trailer.
And who broke the treaty? You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm pretty sure the humans was like chilling, like, nah, I'm not finna do nothing. We don't want to smoke with these machines, because last time, by the grace of Neo, we only survived. You know what I'm saying? So,
exactly.
I'm excited to see kind of what goes on. Like, if there's a new threat, if the machine's just on that BS again, pun intended, or you know what's happening from there. So that's what I'm looking for from there.
Sure. That all makes sense, y'all. For real.
So yeah. Now finally, the last one we're gonna talk about is the one that came out just today, which is the 13th of September. It's Hawkeye. Hawkeye has a story of trying to find out who is portraying him as Ronin and killing folks, even though he's put down the mantle. So, Marcus, what you got for me?
Money on your shit, bro?
Watching the trailer, it looks good. I'm excited to see the story they tell. I know they said they're being based off of My Life as a Weapon with Kate Bishop.
You got the keys.
So I'm actually gonna go try to research it, do a little, maybe find a comic or either find see a comic historian or someone that has a story of it or whatever, and kind of get a little bit of a preview to see what how they're gonna use it and what they're gonna base it off of. But I'm excited for it. It looks good. Like I said, with Kate Bishop, that's along the lines of Young Avengers. So hopefully they're building towards that as well.
All right, Nick, what you got for me?
I just want to start by saying I do like Hawkeye, but I wasn't really that impressed by the trailer. I don't even have a lot to say, man. Like I don't know. I guess it'll just be one of the movies I'll probably have to see, and it probably will be good. You know what I'm saying? I don't think Marvel puts out horrendously bad films. I just think they miss on a lot of points, maybe. But I don't think it's going to be horrendously bad, but it is nothing that I'm looking forward to, especially after like Black Widow. I'm kind of getting the same vibes. I like Black Widow, but I think they missed on what I was expecting, on what they were leading up to. I see you shake your head, so it's safe for me to just say
she was trash to me.
Yeah, okay, all right, okay. It's okay. I'm just gonna put it out there. Okay, the man has spoken. He gave me the go. So yes, I do think Black Widow was slightly trash, and I think Hawkeye, if they follow the same format, is going to be slightly trash. I'm sorry, I did not think it was a high energy trailer. Don't think it has a high budget. I don't see a plot in it. Look like they introducing different people. It's just the same thing as Black Widow, bro. It's just one of the things they're gonna make money on, and we just move on right past it. You know what I'm saying?
Now I think you're thinking like Hawkeye's gonna be a series, so it's gonna have more.
Oh, it's a series?
Yes, it's not a movie. It's not a movie.
Oh
it's
my
a series.
God, I stand corrected.
Yep.
Yeah, Hawkeye's a series. So it's going. They're gonna have more. They're gonna be able to tell a little bit more. And I told you with Black Widow, I think what messed everyone, or actually not messed everyone up, but it's just I think Disney messed up on that one as far as just the releasing it. If they would have released Black Widow, even they would have released Black Widow between Infinity War and Endgame, it would have been a lot better.
It
like
would
the
have.
story, you know what I'm saying? The story would have been so much because people wouldn't be expecting. You know, every you watch Black Widow, but at the same time, all the stuff that she was going through in the movie, you like, she gonna be okay. She gonna be okay.
You so right. You so right. And look, even I want to piggyback off of that. They could have used that opportunity to introduce the other people that was in Black Widow. You know what I'm saying? In Avengers or Endgame. You know what I'm saying? When everybody met up. Stuff like that. That would have been nice. You know, we see all the Dora Milaje and everybody else. Would have been nice to see the Black Widows, you know, and who was the other like her parents, Black Widow's parents or whatever. It would have been nice to see
the Red Guardian and
it would have been that would have been a nice piece to Endgame. And then it really would have been Endgame. You know what I'm saying? Like and then move on completely to another phase. But I agree, like they kind of just took the order out of it. You know what I'm saying? You in a whole nother phase, but you releasing Black Widow and she's dead.
Like, we know how the story's gonna end.
Yeah, like what sense does this make? It doesn't make sense.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think Hawkeye is going to be really good. I look to see the dynamic because Kate Bishop isn't his daughter, but then after that he's taken that father-daughter role, and the fact that like I think it gives him more opportunity to be able to demonstrate kind of the abilities and the value of Hawkeye, because like when you put Hawkeye against like Iron Man, Thor, Captain America, the Hulk, of course he gonna look trash, but you know, as far as that's concerned, when he has people that he's fighting just regular people, then I think you'll see how good of a person that he was, because you saw a little bit of it in Endgame when he was Ronin. But you want to see a little bit more of it because of the fact that then you can have a bigger appreciation for what he's got. So that's what I was thinking from that point. So so we did also have just a couple of game trailers. I'm not fond of looking at those as much because of the simple fact that they're mostly cutscenes, so they don't show gameplay. And the thing that got me the last time that had me spend my money was when Square Enix did Avengers, and they were like, "Oh, this is gonna be so great," and then it wasn't. and then I should have listened to Sir. He's like, it's not looking good, and I was like, "Nah, man, they gonna work it out," but they didn't work it out at all.
Yeah, I'm with you. I'm a big proponent of gameplay. I'm a gamer, so I play a little bit of everything, but I'm a big proponent of gameplay. And if I'm not sure of a game, I usually wait till it comes out and I watch. So a few people I watch on YouTube, I'll watch them do like a playthrough of it or something like that before I decide like that's for me or that's not for me. If it's something I'm really interested in, like it's something like I watched, what was it? I think Last Days or whatever. It's like the zombie game that's on PlayStation. Yeah. I can't think of the name of it right now, but like I wanted to get it, but I like the reviews, of course, people saying it was kind of bad, but I actually watched a guy play through it, and I was like, oh man, that game was good. And the only reason I didn't buy it because I sat there and watched him play through the whole game. So I was like, I would get it, but I watched him play for it, and story games. Once you play through them, it's like, for me, I just play through them for the story because I have so much other stuff to do. So play through the story once, get the story, figure out see what happened and everything, and move on. But once I saw the story and once I saw the ending, I was like, man, that looks good. maybe they'll get a 2. But but I'm with you. I want to see a little bit. I want to see gameplay, not just cutscenes.
So there were a couple of really Sony has been showing out, and so they had a lot of different ones that showed up. So they had just to name a few, like Wolverine, God of War. They had the new Spider-Man one that was coming out. What else am I missing? Knights of the Old Republic, which is an exclusive on just PlayStation. So there were a lot of different ones that came out. Me having both an Xbox and a PlayStation, I need to ask Microsoft what they're doing, because Sony is not playing with them. So,
well, you know, they're trying to revamp Halo. That's the thing right now. That's about it. I mean, there's nothing else to hold on to Xbox wise but Halo, because
they have some stuff. They it's like I was just telling Wilder a little bit earlier before we started recording. I believe they have some stuff, man, and they have some games that's gonna be like they haven't revealed yet. Hopefully, there's something good, because you know everybody wants those God of War, those Uncharted type of games to come over to something like that. You know, we get a good story, single player story on Xbox. I myself, I have both PlayStation and Xbox. I mostly play on my Xbox. I play the PlayStation for those exclusives they have, you know, but I love Xbox. And I love
sounds like you'll be playing a lot of PlayStation here soon.
basically, yeah. It's a good time right now, a great time to be a gamer, regardless of what system you play on. Yeah. I think it's some stuff coming out for both systems. Just got to Xbox, got to give them a little bit more time. Maybe not. I'd say another year, but Sony has hit it out of the park.
Right now, they're benefiting off the cross-platform anyway. That everybody eating off each other, which is cross-platform play, which kind of makes them really not even have to compete almost in certain aspects, because the widely played games are all mostly cross-platform now. You know what I'm saying? Like 2K, Call of Duty, Battleground. You know, the stuff that the diehard, every year somebody is going to buy and play is all cross-platform. Like, we kind of getting into that era where you notice a lot of people aren't appreciating like the games we came up on with, good plots. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's about a plot and you play a good game. Like, it's more so now about, who has the best in-game content. You know what I'm saying? Who has the best format or flow when it comes to being online? Who has the best competitive game? Like, it's a lot of people. It's kind of like, I wouldn't say an occult thing, but it's like a smaller following of people who just want to appreciate a game for like its story mode. You know what I'm saying? Games with just story modes nowadays, they don't do well at all.
You got some. It depends.
Some, like, you're right. If not on the mass level, though. On the general level, no. I'm sorry.
If it's a newer game, I believe that those may not do, like, if it's a new story, like, someone has, like, you have to get it, and if it's not like a known property, you have to have people like talking about how good it is. Oh man, this game is so good. If you got that, then it picks up. But like, if you got a good story and no one's playing your game, or it's not being marketed really well, that's what messes them up. But if you got those known franchises, like I said, the Spider-Man, the Uncharted, the God of War, those like stuff like that name. You know the name of it, so it's like, as soon as you say, "Oh, I'm getting that," like, it's gonna be good. But it's just hard nowadays. You gotta, unless you come out with some, like, let's see, what was the game that a few years ago? Everybody was really hyped for Anthem. I know I was hyped for Anthem when they first came. Like, it was like you got to get in the suit. It was like almost like you were Iron Man or whatever. Like but the content and the story, once you went through the story, the content wasn't there. It was so much stuff that caused that game to fail. Like, they had a good base, good ideas, and good stuff in it, but because they didn't build more into it, it failed. or it didn't do well basically after the initial success or initial launch.
Yep. Well, we will have the wait and see approach for some of these games. But what I don't want you to wait to do is I don't want you to wait to smash that follow button. I don't want you to wait to follow us. And we're gonna be like the whole when you smash that follow button, and we're gonna love you 3,000. So we're closing out the story. You at the below, tell us how you felt about the trailers. Tell us what really got you excited. If there's some trailers that we missed, bring those up. So we'd love to hear from you. And just remember to stay with the BS. All right, we out.